Magandang hapon po sa atin lahat. This afternoon po, we continue to pray, no, for all of our frontliners, especially po yung mga doktor, ating pong medical and health workers, and even po our police, AFP, sa lahat ng departamento who are working hard to alleviate yung problema ng ating kababayan. So, I will be addressing the House media during this Facebook Live. So, although po yung mga netizens at ating po mga kaibigan dito sa Facebook, I ask my team to read your text and then baka maisama mamaya yung mga questions. Pero for now, i-prioritize ko lang po ang questions ng mga House media, no? But let me start muna by thanking the Chief Implementor, no, dating AFP Chief of Staff at ngayon Secretary Galvez. Napanood ko yung kanyang briefing kagabi, and I think it's exactly what we need. Very clear, very concise, straight to the point, but also very candid with our people. There is no perfect briefing nowadays because of the fear, the anxiety, the worry brought about by the uncertainty, no? So I ask everyone, let's read between the lines, di ba? So when we're saying that we'll try to stockpile for 1 month, ang tingin ko naman doon, they want to stockpile kahit for 3 months, 6 months. Pero pagdating sa PPEs at medical equipment, nag-aagawan ang buong mundo at talagang kulang ang supplies, di ba? But it's comforting for me to hear that yun na ang attitude nila at mamimili na sila. So, in fact, I gave him a call and told him we can link them up with people who can either get to suppliers or source suppliers, and then if we can also forward suggestions to them, like a very brilliant young doctor from St. Luke's nga text me and said nga, "Sir, hindi ba time na ang local industries tanungin na gumawa ng iba ng mga medical supplies?" Well, katulad ng sinabi ni Sec Dominguez, he's already talked to the alcohol producers, yung gumagawa po ng rum, gin, and iba't ibang klaseng alak, no, na gumawa na ng alcohol, no? So, I think they're also referring to the face mask and other PPEs like the gowns, no? So, yeah, I'd just like to start out with thanking Secretary Galvez, of course Secretary Anyo na nakausap ko rin na mahaba kahapon, and then with the inputs from my sister Senator Pia dun sa health aspect, no. So yesterday po I was talking about having faith, but the Bible tells us that faith without action is dead, no. So I suspect many of the questions today will be about the actions of government. So bago ko basahin, eto ready na. Ang message ko po sa ating kababayan at netizens na nanonood, nakikinig, ano po yung actions ng gobyerno, yun po ang itatalakayin natin ngayon. I'm sure the House media, who's very perceptive, will ask about this. Pero yung faith, let's have faith in each other. Let's have faith in our government. Let's have faith, di ba, na hindi tayo pababayaan ng Diyos. Of course, first and foremost, faith in God. But ang point ko po, yung anger, yung fear, yung worry, yung uncertainty, especially may social distancing pa, 'di ba? Mayroon pang enhanced quarantine. It adds to the the environment na we distrust each other. So even sa actions ng gobyerno na ginagawa, I ask them to I ask na may mga mechanisms para nga hindi tayo so that we can continue to trust each other, no. 1 second. Okay, may hinihingi lang ako kasi nabasa ko yung isang question about yung guidelines. Tignan ko lang kung nakapag-print ng kopya para pakita ko rin sa inyo. Okay, sorry for the delay po. Hinihingi ko lang po yung konting visual aids kasi mas madaling makita 'yon, no. Let's start. Ryan Pakpako of People's Journal, anong reaction nyo sa shoot to kill speech ni PRRD? As usual po, I always look at the intent, as I've said, 'di ba, in foreign media, na hindi naintindihan minsan yung ating Pangulo. Ang sabi ko sa kanila, I always take the President seriously, but not always literally, no? Kasi kung ano ba yung konteksto na sinabi niya yon? 'Di ba ang konteksto, yung kadamay, yung sinugod yung isang barangay, nagkaroon ng riot o mini riot doon, and it can really spark, 'di ba, civil disobedience or riots in other places because gutom ang tao 'di ba? Takot ang marami nating kababayan, grabe yung uncertainty. So yung context ng pagkasabi ng Pangulo is that sumunod kayo sa quarantine, I will not tolerate violence. But of course, yung shoot to kill, ang ibig sabihin nun when he was talking about it is that if they resist or magra-riot sila or sugurin nila yung police, 'di ba? Kasi ang general order naman ng police is maximum tolerance, pero pag tumigas ang ulo at hindi talaga sumunod sa quarantine, ay aarestuhin, 'di ba? Ngayon, kung ayaw mo magpa-aresto at nagra-riot ka, then there's a level of response that the PNP will have to do. Of course, anti-riot police muna yan. Hindi naman pupunta doon na naka M16 at suddenly babarilin lahat. So I think we have to get used to how the President expresses himself. Baliktarin niyo po ang tanong You ask why. Why did the President say that? Because he cares for the general public. He cares for every single person. So kung may maliit na grupo for political reasoning or for whatever, dahil gusto ng revolusyon, I mean, sabihin nila, red tagging na naman o ayaw naman. Tignan nyo po yung Facebook ni Joma Season the last few days, di ba? Especially a few days ago. Instead of makiramay o tumulong sa COVID, it's all about the accomplishments of NPA, why a revolution is needed and everything, di ba? So maging realistic din po tayo na totoo, dapat walang politika at this time, pero the reality is there are forces out there who are out to get the government, no? So having said that, iilan lang yon. So I don't really think that literal yung order ng Pangulo na pag may nag-violate, barilin mo. Kaya nga tayo may enhanced quarantine to protect people. Next question from Edu Punay of Philippine Star. Assessment on President's first report po on the Bayanihan to Hilas 1 implementation so far. Well, first Ed, gusto ko i-clarify. So sinabi ko, medyo kompleto naman yung report and we're satisfied naman. But as a caveat, napasa natin yung batas 23 na pirmahan to 24. So that's Monday, Tuesday. So you had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So actually it was a 5-day report kasama pa ang Saturday and Sunday. So more or less ang sinama nito kung paano nila ini-implement, no? And hindi nila nilagyan ng attachment but they made reference. For example, yung joint memorandum circular ng iba't ibang departamento kung saan nakalahad na yung mga programa. So as far as the report is concerned, we're satisfied. So but it's always in the implementation ng programa yung details. That's why instead of doing things the normal way, maghintay, we're coordinating with the departments already to give our inputs kung paano mapabilis ito. So, yun po ang nasabi ko ng isang araw, the administration asked us for flexibility sa batas. Sabi nila kung as much as possible, hindi masyadong specific yung batas, basta't it follows the Constitution and gives the President flexibility sa pondo na kailangan sa medical equipment, sa mga medical and health workers at saka dun sa social amelioration or yung 100 billion a month, no, for 2 months para sa ating kababayan. So, yun din naman ang sinabi namin sa mga departamento, di ba? Try to make the guidelines very, very flexible para yung mag-i-implement hindi maraming tanong, di ba? At hindi magkakaroon ng confusion, no? So, anyway, Friday naman ngayon, Ed. So let's wait for the report on Monday. So siguro when I report back to you on Monday after reading the report, I can elaborate kasi mako-compare ko na yung two reports, no? Okay. Next question on the letter to DSWD from RG Cruz of ABS-CBN. Ano ba ang nilalaman ng letter to DSWD na nabanggit niya sa FB Live? Ano ba lahat suggestions ng Oversight Committee sa letter? Basically, RG, even before COVID-19, after the budget hearing last year, we've been working with the different departments. Paano maging mas akma, no? How do you make the programs really fit, no? Kasi ang nagiging problema sa mga programa natin sa gobyerno, either masyado maluwag na nakokorrupt o masyado mahigpit na hindi naman nakukuha nung nangangailangan yung aid niya. So even before the COVID-19 crisis, we were going into the guidelines. So fast forward, nagkaroon to ng COVID-19, so we were telling DSWD already, under the normal guidelines, mahirapan kayo. Halimbawa, yung tinatawag na cash payout, yung pupunta yung DSWD rep sa isang barangay, nasa covered court lahat, pati yung mga may sakit, tapos pwedeng bigyan ng cash, pwedeng bili ng gamot there and there. Eh hindi mo na pwedeng punuin ang covered court ngayon ng mga may sakit, no? So, ganun po ang process. So, we got the guidelines, I think, the other day, and ang nakita namin na RG, napaka haba, no, ng proseso, and also medyo maraming safeguard, maraming levels ng validation, pero baka in effect it will take them 10 to 15 days bago makuha yung yung kanilang 5 to 8,000. And let's not forget, March 12 pa lang in-announce that there will be an NCR community quarantine effective March 15 until April 14. And then March 16, kung hindi ako nagkakamali sa date, announced the enhanced community for the entire Luzon. So if you take it from March 15, ano na ba date ngayon? April 3 na nga ba nga? Sorry. Sa dami ng trabaho at dito sa bahay, pati yung mga dates. But anyway, so to answer your question, RG, let me give you an example, no. Nandito sa cellphone ko, let me hindi ko po na print yung ito. Okay. So, kung makikita mo dito, okay, that is how the process looks now. I'll try to focus it sandali, ha. Okay. Yan po ang present guidelines, no? Okay. So sa present guidelines, eto lang naman, chart lang po yan, no? Chart lang yan, but let me read from it and brief you, no? So this is the proposed process. DSWD provides LGU with copy of MOA. Of course, the legislative body has to authorize the mayor. Local chief executive signs. DSWD provides LGU with target number. LGU, the barangay identifies beneficiaries. DSWD provides a barcode. Prior to that, there will be a communication protocol. DSWD downloads, and then beneficiary fills up 2 forms, at pinakita ko sa inyo yung form, no? Then beneficiary presents valid ID to barangay and asks barangay for certification. In some cases po to, no? Then barangay encodes. So sa encoding pa lang ilan araw yan, no? Then barangay validates the submitted SAC form and submit to the city. Yung sinasabi ko po sa inyo, nasa gitna pa lang yon. So let me try to simplify. So what's our counter proposal, no? Ang counter proposal po natin looks very different. Ito po, no? So sa counter proposal natin, apat lang po ang magiging sa counter proposal po natin, apat lang magiging steps. First step, DSWD enters MOA with LGU. Second step, LGU team identify and validates the beneficiary. Third step, LGU distributes payout. And fourth, LGU liquidates. So, how will this look like in actuality, no? So, mangyayari, halimbawa ngayon, may forms na. So, i-distribute yung forms. Then, babalikan mo, kung umaga dinistribute, balikan mo sa hapon. Kung hapon dinistribute, balikan mo sa umaga. Pero kasama mo na yung validation team. Kasama mo na yung taga CS or MSWD or yung provincial social work. Basta't yung taga DSWD, then kasama mo barangay, pwedeng may kasama sa city or municipality, may kasamang police. So, binavalidate mo na bahay-bahay. So, pagbigay mo sa munisipyo, payroll na yung gagawin ng munisipyo, ng city, or ng province. Yun na rin ang approval nila. So, actually, from 5 approval processes, we made it 1. But ang recommendation namin, yung form na binigay nila ngayon, palitan muna nila ng mas simpleng form. Talagang yung name, contact, tapos checklist lang, member ba kayo ng 4Ps or whatever, UCT, yung mga may cash card na, para hindi madoble. So, yung form na nilabas nila, tingin namin napaka-complicated. Mahaba to kasi meron pang kasama pa lahat ng kasama mo sa household, which is okay na tanungin. Pero yung tanungin mo pa, age nila, anong sakit nila, and everything, it will take time to fill out those forms, no? So, ang suggestion namin, yung forms na yan ay gamitin after na. Kasi may second round naman to sa Mayo. So, RJD and mga kasama natin sa House Media, yung hiningi namin na general principle po sa DSWD ay simple. Ang principle is how to get the resources in the fastest possible way to all the 18 million Filipinos with the least regulations and guidelines. So, doon namin binawasan. So, for example, sa communication strategy, may nakalagay na word prior to distribution. Tinatanong ko yung ibang LGU, hindi klaro sa kanila yung guidelines. So, baka akala nila habang wala pa yung protocol sa communication, hindi pwede mag-umpisa. So, that's just part of the guidelines and I doubt very much na yan ang intention ng DSWD. Kaya lang nga, kung ikaw nag-i-implement na nagbabasa ka lang, you can make a mistake. Lastly, RG, I just want to give time kasi sa DSWD and I'm hoping today magbigay ng feedback kung ano implement nila at anong hindi. I mean, if they think that yung guidelines nila will work and Monday makakapag-distribute na sila ng pera, they ignore our recommendations. Pero sa tingin namin, under their present setup, baka mga 10 days pinakamabilis na makuha yung pera, which is napakatagal na, no? So, lastly, meron po tayong more than 4 million. So, 4.4 million sa 4Ps alone. Pwera pa yung unconditional cash transfer. May mga programa ang DSWD. Nasa kanila na yung data at yung cash card. Wala nang fill upan doon. So, ang suggestion namin, dahil dinownload na ng DBM yung pera, ipamigay na nila to so that at least 5 or 6 million or 1/3 of the 18 million na bigyan na, no? Okay, sorry for that. So, what's the next question? The next question, again from Ryan Pakpako. Sorry guys dun sa iba, hindi sa inuuna ko yung ibang tanong. Pinasama-sama ko pa per topic para hindi tayo pabalik-balik sa ibang topic, no? Paano mapapabilis ang distribution ng 5 to 8 at ibang tulong under the We Heal as One? I think yun na rin, Ryan, yung sagot ko kanina na number 1, allow the DSWD to do the first round, yung 5 to 8,000. Number 2, lahat ng mga meron na silang record at meron cash card, i-deposit na, i-diretso na. And then number 3, oversimplify the requirements and just put a check and balance sa LGU but let them do the validation para makabalik ka agad at maibigay ka agad, no? From Sandro Ochona of DZMM, can we also get a reaction dun sa possible 2-week extension of the enhanced quarantine? If you ask me why all of this is going on, quarantine, social distancing, kailangan natin mag-stock para sa mga hospital equipment, it's to save lives, di ba? So, ang kahapon si Secretary Galvez started talking about the curve, no? O ibig sabihin yung mga yung statistical model na kapag at a certain point of time pag pataas yung both yung number of cases at saka deaths, dadating yan na magpla-plateau o magfla-flat and then pababa. So usually yung quarantine tinatanggal yan pagka nagka-curve na o pababa. Kasi pag tinanggal mo yan na sobra pang pataas, lalo pong kakalat. Unless there is a substitute to the quarantine. For example, magkaroon ng gamot or ng vaccine, di ba? Para dito. O kaya sa mass testing, makita na immune o kaya yung iba nagkaroon na mild na meron certain amount of immunity. So, sa Europe at saka sa US, yan din ang pinag-uusapan dyan, no? From JC Hinan of Abante, worst case scenario, if the ECQ will be extended till May or June, how will Congress deal with the remaining priority measures? Through virtual session po ba, like special session last March? Tanong naman po ni Kathleen Forbes of Radio Pilipinas, Kathleen Forbes, ano ang legislative agenda pagbalik ng May 4, no? And then tanong ni Sian Arcangel of CNN, with a month left before session resumes on May 4, are they already talks among House leaders on what will be the new normal, and when it comes to the flow of people in Batasan in and out, napag-usapan na ba how hearings and sessions will be conducted, keeping in mind the rule on physical distancing? First of all po, mahabang philosophical but also practical manner ito. So let me just answer you by saying we are all adapting. So Congress is alive, Congress will be there for you, Congress will be your voice. Congress will work day and night with the executive branch and with anyone who wants to work with us, and will follow the instructions of the President na ang mga politiko should stay away. But we're doing our job in ensuring na makuha kaagad ng tao ito, no? Ang mga resources. So, as far as the pragmatic side, kung may danger pa rin sa virus, then pwedeng virtual pa rin yung session. But actually, Senate Majority Leader si Mig Subiri, nag-usap kami once kasi nung kamusta ko siya, nag-textan kami at sabi nga niya na we might have to look at the calendar depende nga sa etong nangyayari sa COVID. So, habang palapit tayo sa May 4, saka po tayo mag-brief about that. But I'm glad you used the word new normal because whether we like it or not, we have to have a new mindset, no? Hindi pwede yung old mindset natin sa new normal. So, lahat ng pinag-uusapan about the environment, protecting the forest, about mass transportation, about prioritizing health facilities, it was a rude awakening for all of us. Kailangan mangyari to para mapakinggan natin na yung mga teachings ng Diyos, no, medyo inabuso natin, no. We can't really go back. I still expect a rat race, no, na bumalik pa rin once na mag new normal, but I think we will all never forget what happened now, no. So before I go to the next question, napaprint ko lang so baka lang mas malinaw if I show you, no. So, okay. So this is the first page of the present. Ang ginawa, kami po gumawa ng infographics na to, no, based on the infographics nito based on the guidelines ng DSWD. So as I'm saying, I'm not saying right now na mali o may mali. In fact, marami sa comments namin is more to clarify. But that is only half. Ito yung second half. Sorry po, medyo mahangin dito sa amin sa Bagong Bayang Taguig. Ayan po yung second half, no? So, makikita mo lang by just looking at it, mahaba. So, ito po yung suggestion namin na papalit dyan, no? And ang suggestion po namin ay hindi infographics lang. Ang suggestion po namin nakaano po yan, no? So, ito naman pong huli, Ito po yung traditional way of distributing, 'di ba? May ticket, may schedule, pupunta yung magdi-distribute, and then afterwards i-distribute, tapos documentation through signatures, 'di ba? Pero ito po yung sinasabi namin bago, house to house, bigyan ng gloves, face mask, cellphone, face shield or goggles, alcohol spray, bigyan ng pagkain at saka ng sasakyan, i-house to house nila, no? So again, no, yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, ayan po, sorry, nilipad ng hangin, but yung ine-explain ko po sa inyo at pinakita ko po sa inyo na chart, may time and motion kasi kaming ginawa dyan, hindi lang namin nilabas sa chart, and dun sa time and motion, ang tingin namin masyado po talagang hahaba yung time. But let me reiterate again, we're not saying that we're 100% correct. Tandaan natin yung sinabi ng Pangulo, this is the first time na ganyan kalaki at ganyang ka-elaborate na programa ay gagawin. So, next from netizens, Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, may kasama ako. Sorry, Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, meron akong kasamang PWD senior. Sana po ma-count as another head of family. Take care and thank you. Guys, so per household po, 5 to 8,000. Pero may specific din na programa ang DSWD, and for other sectors naman ang DOLE at saka ang DA, no? So hindi ibig sabihin na yung halimbawa sa pamilya nyo may PWD, hindi ibig sabihin na 5 to 8 sa inyo na lahat yan, because we know that mayroon special needs. That's why tama naman ang DSWD doon na sa form nila nilagay nga nila na meron ba kayong kasamang senior citizen, PWD. But para po expeditious o mabilis ang pag-distribute, yung unang round 1 per family muna. Adet Ayala, tricycle, jeepney and bus drivers as well as vendors will be happy pag nabigyan sila, mga taga Negros. Opo, kasama po lahat ng nasa informal economy, kasama din po ang transport, and kung may pera ang LGU, they can also give a separate. So like dito sa Taguig, 8,000, 4,000 a month, so 8,000 po sa lahat ng padjak or pedicabs, tricycle at jeepneys, no? But dependent po talaga yan kung sa finances ng LGU, no? Maricor Indino, ingat po kayo sir. Thank you sa pagmamahal niyo sa bayan. From Hong Kong, thank you rin Maricor. Balitaan niyo rin kami and stay in touch po with yung ating consulate. Sorry po, medyo na lungkot ako kasi namatay po yung isang ambassador natin, si Ambassador Catalia, si Bernie po. Ang sipag po nun, kahit magulo dun po sa bansa, tumuloy pa rin pabalik. Ano din po, sa COVID din kung hindi ako nagkakamali. And nung una ko siya na-meet kasi sa Hong Kong pa siya, very motherly talaga pero stricto, no? And so in shock pa rin ang mga taga DFA, no? So sorry Maricor, naalala ko lang po kasi nung sinabing sa Hong Kong. Ruby Umadhay, hello po Kong. Paano po ba pag single parent, wala ako doon, dito ako sa abroad? Okay, so pa-fill upin mo pa rin yung form, and then kung sino man yung guardian, ilagay niya doon, tapos i-asterisk na lang niya na separate family, nandiyan ka, di ba? So and then we have a separate program din sa DFA, so I'll ask Yusek Sara to brief dun sa mga nagtatanong sa specific sectors. Yung traditional or yung normal na mga programa ng DOLE, DA at saka DSWD, nandiyan pa rin, ma-access pa rin po natin yon, no? Why naka-bracket Kiera del Menor, why naka-bracket 5 to 8, bakit hindi uniform? Kasi po we had to look paano ipagkasya po ang pera, considering na baka lumabas pa to ng 2 months, and we had to peg it to a certain amount. So 8,000 sa Metro Manila, dahil Metro Manila ang pinakamataas ang minimum wage at cost of living, no? So kung ang cost of living at saka yung minimum wage is 20% less dun sa lugar mo, de minus 1,600. It's not a perfect system, pero if we gave everyone 5,000, magtatanong naman dun sa mga lugar na mas mataas ang cost of living, bakit pare-pareho kaming 5,000? So, but I think it's really para ipagkasya kasi marami pang ibang gastos ang gobyerno, no? May tanong po dito, kailan kayo maghihiring? I'm going to call up the majority leader who's the head of our Defeat COVID-19 committee, no? So we have dalawang pwede maghearing, yung isa joint with Senate na inintay ko pa yung pag-uusap kailan, yung po yung oversight committee sa tinatawag na Bayanihan to Heal as One Act. The other one is nag-create kami ng sarili naming mother committee, yung defeat or talunin, di ba? Defeat COVID-19 committee na si majority leader ang nag-head. Lahat ng committee namin ay functional, tapos naglagay kami ng 4 na area, no? Health, yung public order, yung social amelioration, at saka yung economic, no? So siguro baka tomorrow basahin ko sa inyo kung sino mga head. So we will come out with notices on Monday for the DCC, na Thursday maghihiring na kami. So sa Thursday, DSWD ang isasalang kasi sila po ang magdi-distribute. So kung by Thursday afternoon pag nag-hearing, kapag ka na-distribute na yung pera by Thursday morning or ongoing, regardless kung what guidelines they use, we will say kudos and we will thank them and we will ask them how pa we can help at paano yung ibang mga sektor o programa. But kung hindi pa nag-uumpisa till Thursday, malaking problema yan. Kasi utos ng Pangulo, tanggalin na ang lahat ng pwedeng tanggalin na hindi kailangan na requirements para makapag-umpisa na. 'Di ba? Kanina binasa ko sa inyo yung dates, 'di ba? March 15, 'di ba? So anong araw na ba sa Thursday, no? Pang ilang linggo na 'yan, no? So yan din po ang pakiramdam. I read the statement of Senator Bongo. Sabi niya, binigay na sa inyo lahat, bilisan niyo na. I read the I been watching the president. Sabi nga ng presidente, para wala nang excuses, para mas mabilis, na sa inyo na power. I've been talking to the different secretaries. Everyone wants to get this done right away. Reminder ko lang, hindi ganun kadali. But we have to find a way. So that's why we gave our suggestions at the start. Ayaw namin mamintas kung umabot sa Thursday at hindi pa namamahagi o hindi pa nag-house to house. Ayaw naman namin sabihin, may idea kami, hindi nyo ginawa. Paano nila gagawin kung hindi namin forward? That's why we forwarded it to them. We're waiting for their call, no? I was expecting na today i-discuss because pag naayos yung guidelines, bibilis tong lahat. I'm not sure why, but baka daw Monday na lang. So let's see, kung by Monday gumagalaw na, Tuesday, Wednesday, wala tayong problema. Pero kung by Thursday at maghihiring na tayo, so I'll give you another example, di ba, yung National Resource and NROC kung tawagin nila, no? Ng DSWD. They're supposed to be able to produce several thousands of food packs, no? Pero umaangal ang mayors, umaangal yung ibang they've been promising us NCR that they'll be able to produce this much. So I think it's time na rin maghearing para tanungin. Ako mismo, no, I've talked to the NCR director 3 or 4 times. Every single time ang sagot sa akin, sir, in the next 2 days, 3 days. So sabi ko, sa lahat ba ng kongresista, sa lahat ng mayor, sa lahat ng barangay captain, ganyan, walang may sagot, walang may deliver, no? So we've been giving them suggestions na tulungan na kayo. Yung mga LGUs kasi hundreds of thousands na ang na-produce, no? So things like this, no, as I said, we want to work with you, 'di ba? And we tried to do it by the letters, by talking, etc. Pero dadating ang point na kailangan namin mag-hearing kasi yan po ang paraan para malaman din ng publiko and we can be candid with the public. And as I said, ito naman ang utos ng ating mahal na Pangulo. So sa mga kapatid natin media na kung hindi po umabot sa akin yung tanong nyo ngayon at parang wala namang pahabol dito, I can address it again tomorrow kahit na Sabado. But again, Sec Galvez, please continue briefing that way. Please continue to be very candid and straight with our people. The more information we have, the more we are assured na nandyan ang gobyerno. So ulitin ko na lang yung sinabi ng Pangulo, nandyan ang gobyerno. And ulitin ko po, faith without action is dead. So, people, please have faith in God, have faith in yourself, have faith in our government hanggang dun sa barangay. But government, it's time for all of us na umakto. Action po ang kailangan ng tao. So yung 5 to 8,000 po, yun ang priority, mapunta na sa kamay ng mga tao. So sana po today or tomorrow, Sunday, makuha na po ng mga may 4-piece at unconditional cash transfer latest Monday. Kasi i-deposit lang yan eh. So dapat nasa cash card na yan. God bless you all. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.